So Scorpio, your week commencing the 10th of February forecast begins with a lineup of energy in house 4. The 4th house, beginning with the IC, so in terms of solar astrology, that's 0 degrees Aquarius, is where we can like to withdraw, to rest, to contemplate. The 1st house, that begins at 0 degrees Scorpio, in terms of solar astrology, is where we're setting out on a new journey. Now, with Pluto, your modern ruler, having gone through Capricorn for such a long period of time, that was a very interactive period for you and may have been very exciting at times. So taking a little bit of a breather and reflecting on things is what the theme of your chart is about at the present time. But the intriguing thing is that Mercury, the communicator, and its bind with the sun at the start of this week could in some ways provoke you to have a conversation about that you may be reluctant to do, because Mercury in the 4th house can see us circulate ideas or emotions in our thoughts, but find it much more difficult to actually express them. And if you are a particularly private or rather reserved Scorpio, that part of your nature could be quite strongly emphasized. But Venus supports Pluto, saying that if you can try to look at things practically in terms of all sorts of relationships, but particularly those people right at the heart of your world, that's going to be a smart move. But there's no doubt about it, the full moon at the heart of this week does suggest that some worldly demands, perhaps to do with your work, your profession, or perhaps the needs of other people, perhaps older relatives, could in some ways have an impact on your need to have that little bit of a period of just having that pause. And because of the electric energy of Uranus, you might surprise yourself by how much you can cut through trying to realign the two demands and being quite outspoken, or someone could be quite outspoken to you. That said, by the end of the week, Mercury moves out of Aquarius, because although Mercury really loves being in Aquarius, for you the 4th house is trickier for Mercury, because the emotion of the 4th house dissolves its ability to be more rational. So when it moves into a water sign, ironically for you, that brings some fire into the equation. So Mercury moving into Pisces on Friday can see you feel more outgoing, perhaps a little less introspective, less affected by the demands that seem to be competing for your attention. For example, you could be offered a job, but it may be a job that makes it difficult to travel to, or perhaps there's support that you have to provide for people in your emotional life that makes it difficult for you to be as ambitious as you would like. So these are the kind of themes that can be there on the full moon. But by the end of the week, Mercury elevates your spirits. Saturn has been asking some serious questions the last couple of years around your social and romantic world, but the last part of February could really see quite an uplift for you, particularly as your traditional ruler Mars will end its retrograde on the 24th. But before then, Mars is actually forging a very positive link to Uranus. So although Uranus can afflict this full moon by bringing some energy into the open around a relationship, business or personal, in a very quick way, there is the chance to get things going more progressively, and I think you're going to feel more social as this month goes on too. If you've yet to visit my new website, please do so at www.patrickarundell.com. You can also get your half price personal horoscope reports package through to the end of February. Please see the link below for more.